Hey, good afternoon. It's Pete from Blackwell Financial Services. First off, let me just say there's very few silver linings to the whole COVID-19 thing, but one of them is it's casual day every day when the office is not open to the public. So that's sort of nice for a change. Anyway, so I was thinking over the weekend, and I wanted to bring this up in my weekly chat today about the future. And what would we do if we didn't have much time left, alive on the face of the earth? And so I'm sure that we all don't wake up in the morning saying, hey, this is going to be my last day, right? But I got to thinking about that. And so if that was the case, and maybe we should think about it like today's going to be our last day, right? We need to live life with some gusto. But the question is, would your thoughts run first to what you needed to do, your bucket list? Hey, I never went to the Grand Canyon, or never went to Hawaii, or never rode a horse, whatever the case would be. Would that be your first thought? Or would your first thought run more to, I need to get some stuff done for my family to make sure they're going to be okay when I'm not around? So if your thoughts more run to that second point of ensuring your family's going to be okay when you're not here, that's certainly more in line with what my thoughts are, just from a personal nature, and also what I do for a living and helping people. So back to the first point. So yeah, we should live life to the fullest every day. Now, I'm not one of these over the top kind of things, but we should. We shouldn't just work all the time and not do anything we enjoy and just work. And it seems like a lot of us are doing that. We spend so much time working and we don't do quality things to ourselves, for ourselves. And so, a year or so ago, my wife and I just decided, because we're both very blessed in the sense that we can work remotely. And so the COVID thing really hasn't impacted us a whole lot, but a year or two ago, we took the motor home for a couple weeks and drove around and saw like 4 national parks and a national forest and took the dogs, and it was great. And so we're thinking about doing that this year again, but this time we'll be going for like 3-4 weeks, a month maybe, and just see some stuff we haven't seen before. So anyway, we should live life full like that, and not be in the grind so much. I've never heard one single story where somebody on their deathbed said, I should have spent more time at the office. Just the opposite. Everybody on their deathbed says, I should have spent more time with my family. So spend time with your family today. Family should be first, family first, all the time. So I touched on planning a minute ago. And so that's sort of the theme, if you notice, for a lot of my little chats here, is to talk about planning. I mean, I'm a financial planner, so that's what I do. But, we should plan ahead, think proactively. Don't get caught and leave somebody in a lurch, right? Think proactively. Think about, is your family going to be safe, secure, financially secure if you're not around? Do you have one of those little memorial service things that says, here's, it's an unofficial document, here's what I want to happen and if I'm not here tomorrow? And do you have a health care, I forget the name right now, so that your spouse can make decisions for you if you can't, speak in a hospital or something? And certainly you should get a will, talk to an attorney or something and get a will. But plan ahead. One of the things, if we plan ahead, that might come into that conversation, and it's not for everybody, but one thing might be life insurance. Life insurance with a person's passing could provide for family income, business income. It could reduce or eliminate debt. So oftentimes with 2 spouses working, the mortgage is a size that if there's only one spouse remaining, they might not be able to afford that. So life insurance might be have enough to cut the mortgage down in half so that the surviving spouse could afford the mortgage payment or pay it off completely. It could fund education for kids. It could fund education and income so that if one spouse dies, the other spouse has time to go back to school and get some vocational training or an advanced degree or whatever the case might be. So plan ahead. Don't be so busy living your life every day and not having fun, or living your life every day being busy that you don't get the planning done. You know, we're so busy that getting the plan just keeps taking a back burner to life. So don't get in that situation, you know. Some people say, well, I don't have enough money right now, so I don't need a plan. You know, I'll have more money next year, so I'll worry about a plan next year. There's 100 other reasons, right? And they're all bad reasons. They're all excuses, and you know the jokes about excuses. So don't be that person, you know. Today's the day. So when it comes to putting off for tomorrow, just say, no, we're going to do it today. We're going to sit down and have a glass of wine, and we're going to come up with a plan. So not only is today the day to do that, but the time to do that's right now. So if you want to turn the video off and have that conversation, or start scribbling out on a sheet of paper what your plan is going to be, by all means, catch my next video and don't listen to the rest of this one. So along the same line of excuses, right? So excuses come and go. We're not guaranteed about tomorrow. And that goes back to what I was just saying about, you know, start your plan right now. I recently attended a webinar. It was a training event, and Kevin O'Leary, the guy from Shark Tank, spoke for about an hour. But there was a lady who preceded him, and she was teaching how for you to speak good publicly, you know, public speaking, and sort of like a coach kind of person and all. And she told a story about a husband and a wife that were going to dinner. The wife was driving. They stopped at a red light, and the wife looked over to the husband and said, at dinner tonight, I want to talk to you about what I want to do with the rest of my life. The light turned green. They pulled out into the intersection, got T-boned. She died instantly. He spent several months in the hospital. The lady who told this story was the daughter of the lady who died. So tomorrow's not guaranteed. And you say, that's an emotional story. So tomorrow's not guaranteed. You know, we should think about the future now, not just today. We should think about the future right now, and start writing out those goals and making a plan. Ensure that you know, our family's going to be prepared, whether that's financially, emotionally, or whatever the case. And it should be a well thought out plan, and you need to have it consistent. And it needs to be, if you're married or you have a significant other, it's not just your plan, they need a plan too. So you got to sit down and get both plans figured out. You know, what's going to happen with the kids if there's still kids at home and all that kind of stuff. And so to ensure that those future needs be met, not just financial needs, but whatever needs there might be. So if you didn't start saving up money and stuff when you got your first job, because most of us don't, because we don't make any money on our first job, right? So if you didn't start saving up on your first job, don't worry about it. It's never too late. Start today. Start today. You know, go online to your employer's 401k and start kicking some bucks in there. So regardless of your age, also, it's never too late to make a plan. So if you haven't sat down and have a plan for what's going to happen if you're not here tomorrow, it's never too late. Start today. Start that plan today. Plan for a secure future for those that you're going to live behind, whether it's siblings or spouse or parents or children or whoever it is, right? And have that plan. And if you need help designing a plan like that, as a certified financial planner, board certified financial planner, my training uniquely positions me to help you with that planning process and to help you come up with a plan, to craft it and to make sure it's going to fit and cover what all your needs are. That's what I do all day long, is to help people with those plans. So give me a call or text me at 509-359-9788. It's a free consultation, and see if we can come up with a plan that will fit your needs and get you started off on the right foot today, not tomorrow. So thanks for watching today. We appreciate it. And the weather's good here in Washington State for a change. And I hope things are going to be good this week for you and your family, and that you have a good weekend coming up. So, all right. Goodbye.